Keeping up with the changes in the Chinese election interference story, that's becoming a full-time job. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. You heard earlier in the week that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said he would appoint a special rapporteur. We're now told that person will be appointed within weeks. I thought it was going to be days. Don't worry, it'll be weeks, and he'll consult the opposition, though the opposition, they're being a little bit skeptical of that.
Of course he could pick someone independent, but he won't. He'll pick another liberal establishment insider.
Don't blame them. But what else is going on? Well, it turns out that the Special Committee of Parliamentarians, the Intelligence Committee that he's referring this to, they've talked about this issue before, and they've talked about Chinese interference in reports that were submitted to Trudeau's office, and he just didn't do anything about it. This is the latest reporting from Global News and Sam Cooper, who's got yet another scoop on this issue, looking at several reports from the Privy Council Office, from NSCOP, as they call it, the National Security and Intelligence Committee of Parliamentarians. It's not just CSIS reports that are leaking out, it's reports from various agencies of government. So are the RCMP now going to be hunting down everyone with access to secret documents? That appears it might need to be the case. There is no doubt that Trudeau or somebody in his office was briefed about this. And if he wasn't briefed, then that is another serious problem, because this is the type of thing the Prime Minister should have known about and should have acted on. Yet when he was quizzed by reporters going into his weekly caucus meeting Wednesday morning, what did he do? He ignored their questions about what he knew, when he knew it, why he didn't act. He just talked about process, about appointing this special rapporteur, about all the things that they've done on this issue, which really amount to buying time and trying to sweep this under the rug. Brings me to the next point. Somebody was briefed, somebody knew, which is why the Conservatives, joined by the NDP and the Bloc, are now calling for Katie Telford, Justin Trudeau's chief of staff, to testify before the Procedure and House Affairs Committee that's investigating the allegations of Chinese election interference. They want her to testify because she is the most senior political staffer in the government. She effectively runs the political side of the government. She's also believed to be the person that CSIS went to in September 2019 regarding candidate Hang Dong and concerns that they had that he had received help from the Chinese consulate here in Toronto. So why are they blocking Katie Telford from testifying? The Liberals have been stalling. They've given long speeches at committee. They've called for points of order. They've decried it as Trump-like tactics to try and get her to testify. They act as if this is going to bring down democracy as opposed to Chinese election interference. Why don't they want her to testify? It's not as if she hasn't done it before. It was in July 2020 that she testified before the Finance Committee on We Charity and the scandal there. It was in May 2021 that she testified before the National Defense Committee on issues related to sexual impropriety in the military and what she and her office knew about it. The Liberals didn't put up a fight then. They were fine with it. So why are they stalling now? Why are they not showing up to meetings? They actually just skipped showing up to a meeting, so there was no quorum and the meeting couldn't happen. The motion to call Telford couldn't be passed. Why? Because they're trying to hide something. She obviously was briefed on all of this. She obviously knew about this, and admitting that, or trying to avoid admitting that, while testifying before a committee will be very difficult for Ms. Telford. The only time politicians fight going to a committee, fight appearing somewhere, is when they've got something to hide. And it is painfully obvious that the Trudeau Liberals have plenty to hide, and everything they're doing this week is about continuing to hide the truth from the Canadian public. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below, share this on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.